Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Chris Wallin with Building Great Songs. And today I'm going to tell you a story behind my number one song that Toby Keith had, Love Me If You Can. Hate me if you want to, but love me if you can. Kind of a funny story behind it. Before I get that started, I guess it is part of the story is that song, when it was number one, the song that knocked that song out of number one was also my song. It was Don't Blink by Kenny Chesney. So that was a good, like I said before, that's a good week in the Wallin house. Anyway, before I get started, speaking of song ideas, go to buildinggreatsongs.com/song idea. And you will find the Song Idea Workshop, and you will never get stuck on a song idea again. It tells you what you should be thinking of, no matter what kind of song idea that you have. It tells you what you should be thinking of next. And I really think that's a cool thing, and I really think it's going to help you develop your song ideas. So go to buildinggreatsongs.com/song idea. Okay, so back to the story. So I was supposed to write with a big songwriter the next day. And, and I didn't have any song ideas. I didn't have anything like I'd written all my great song ideas, and I'm writing with Craig Wiseman, who's this huge songwriter. He was the songwriter at the time. And man, I was like, I don't have anything to bring Craig. So I'm flipping through the channels. This, by the way, is the reason that songwriters get to write off their cable bills and their anything having to do with watching television is because of this. So there I am flipping through the channels, and there's this guy on Jerry Springer. Yeah, I said Jerry Springer, and that's where I get most of my ideas, just looking for family. And I find some of my family every now and then. So anyway, Jerry Springer. There's this guy on Jerry Springer. Pretty much the same guy they use on all the Jerry Springer shows. He don't have a shirt on, for one thing. Where do they get these people who don't have shirts on? I don't understand it. So anyway, he comes out, and they're booing him from the crowd. Because he's got like 10 baby mamas, or whatever the kids call it nowadays. They're booing him from the crowd. He almost gets to the stage, and he stops. And he looks around at the crowd, and he goes, "Hey, y'all, you could hate me if you want to, but I wished you'd love me because I'm just a man." I said, "Thank you, Earl. Appreciate it." Anyway, so I went the next day. I brought up this song, but called, Love Me If You Can. Well, Craig, I had this kind of an up-tempo thing. And Craig never saw Earl. So he didn't really have the same thought of Earl in his mind, this guy that, everybody hated on Jerry Springer. So, and thank God, because we ended up writing this song that, man, it ended up being a number one song. And the way we wrote it, first of all, when we wrote that song, nothing happened for 6 years. Nothing. And so one day I get a phone call, and they said, "Hey, congratulations, Trace Adkins just cut your song." And I was like, man, finally somebody cut that song after all these years. That's awesome. Never makes the album. Fast forward 1 month later, I get a phone call. "Hey, this new guy on RCA just cut your song. And they say it changed the whole face of the album, is what they said. Well, it did. Changed the whole face of that guy's career because he lost his record deal 2 weeks later. He gone. So fast forward, a month later, and this is after 6 years of nothing with that song. I get a phone call. It said, hey, Toby Keith just cut your song. It kind of got quiet. And I said, we'll see. And they said, what are you talking about? I was like, ma'am, you don't know the path of destruction this song has left in the last 3 months. We may not even hear of Toby Keith after this. But we did, and it went number one. So if you got great songs out there, hang on to them and don't give up on them. And again, I'm going to tell you about the Song Idea Workshop. Go to buildinggreatsongs.com/song idea. And because, the thing about song ideas, every hit song is a hit song idea. So go out there and get yours. And I'll see you on the next one. My name's Chris Wallin with Building Great Songs. Talk to you later.